Welcome to the Make Movies Great Again podcast, the only show in the universe with the sole mission of destroying cynicism at the box office. Here are your hosts, Matt, Adam, and Sean.
I get what you were saying now. Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Make Movies Great Again podcast, except this isn't the Make Movies Great Again podcast. This is the Make Movies Great Again movie club. This week's movie is The 36th Chamber of Shaolin. Came out in 1978, and this is a classic kung fu movie. Straight out of Japan?
Straight out of Compton.
Straight out of Compton?
No, China.
China.
It's gotta be China, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Shaolin.
They're speaking
Shaolin
Mandarin
monks.
in the movie, so.
All right, so
Not that matters.
I don't think you know this, Mitch. So Adam's not here. Mitch is with us. I don't know if you know this. So the first thing we do with a movie club, we do thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs medium.
Okay.
All right, Sean.
I give it a thumbs up for. I mean, it's thumbs up.
Yeah.
Thumbs up, obviously.
Thumbs
Thumbs
up.
up. I
Thumbs
give it
way up.
Yeah, 3 thumbs up for this movie. It was pretty cool, and it was beautifully done. And I don't know if the one that's on Netflix is a remastered version, but the colors are very vibrant for a movie from 1978.
Really good. It probably did get remastered because it was so popular.
Well, anyway, the cinematography and everything was fantastic.
It's great, I know.
I
the directing's great. The shots, it's like the cameramen have to know just as much as the choreography as the people fighting, because the shots that they use, the quick zooms, it's exactly what you want when you watch a kung fu movie.
Yeah, and they show you the fighting.
Yeah.
It's not like cut.
No.
Show a blade, show a foot,
they show you the movements. It's
John Wick 2 could
everything.
have learned from that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Exactly. We've talked about this before.
When you look at the shots when they're fighting, they're zoomed in on their bodies. You can't really see, if they have like a sword and they swing it in the air, you can't really see like their hand or the sword sometimes. But it's right in on the fighting. They just got the two bodies in there, and it's just so good.
Yeah,
it's so good.
It's a lot of fun.
One of the things from the limited kung fu movies I've seen, well, one of the things Mitch and I were told, we watched it last night together. One of the things we talked about was how these kung fu movies and a lot of movies from this area of the world, they don't waste a single scene, not a single line of dialogue. No. Everything is story. Everything drives the story.
Yep.
Everything. When it's not like a movie where you're like, who is that person? What is this person doing? It's almost answered for you immediately. Yeah. And it's not a thing. It's not like it's just like they give it to you and it's unrewarding. It totally is rewarding because it drives the story.
It builds the story up. And towards the end, you just get the huge satisfaction at the end. With the last fighting sequence at the end,
it's awesome.
It's so amazing. Good. And even the second one, if you guys like that one, you got to watch the second one, because honestly, they're both really good movies. And it's actually interesting because the guy who plays the main the main character, Chia Hui Louis, is his name, or something like that.
Chia Hui Louis.
And
that's how you say it.
Chia Hui Lee.
And he in the second one, the character Santai is in the movie, but he's not Santai. He plays the protagonist, and Santai is older in the second one. So it's so confusing when you first watch it. So if you watch the second one, but the fighting sequence at the end of the second one is my absolute favorite.
At the end of the second one or the first one?
At the end of the second one, but it's
they're just great. The one at the end of the first one was really good too.
Oh yeah, unbelievable. I'm just saying it. The first one overall is better because you get to see the chambers.
Mm-hmm.
The training sequences are so satisfying. It's so much fun.
What chamber would you guys want to do if you had to pick one of those chambers they showed? Which chamber would you do?
Want to do?
Good question.
Well, hold on. There's the logs.
So there's the log where you have to get to the dining hall.
That one looked fun.
Would you least Would you least want to do?
No.
What would you pick if you had to do one?
If you had to pick one and you'd have to finish it and complete it, which one would you?
I'd want to do
which
the
guys
log.
would you think?
The log feels
like the easiest.
I don't think my body type or weight would support that.
Yeah.
Especially the skinny logs.
Yeah. Oh, forget it. That was
apart.
ridiculous. Yeah. I thought when he threw the plate across, I was like, "What are they gonna spin?" So are they gonna twirl across?
What about when he practices and he comes back the next day,
Oh
And,
my god, he does the
the
breakdance move.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
How awesome is that?
That was amazing.
Oh my god! And that's what makes the movie great, because the dramatics in the movie just makes the rest of it so much better. It makes the fighting better, and the fighting is just incredible.
Yeah,
It's
and there's
just
plenty of comedy in it.
It sets
choreography. Oh yeah.
those like that him doing that little breakdance move over the little creek or whatever
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It sets the precedent for it. It puts you into another like level of like some of the fighting. You already understand that some of these things are possible. So when they do the fighting thing, it just all feels
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the same. It's not like all of
Yeah.
a sudden they can run up and do backflips and this guy can, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it all feels like it elevates everything. So it was really cool. So my personal one, I think the craziest one was the water one with the blades under the arms.
Oh, are you fucking kidding
That's
me?
crazy. I think I would want to do the headbutt one though.
No,
The bags
that
of
was my
sand.
least favorite one.
I think
you kidding me?
Oh, dude, I got
Good
I
God.
got
that
I got a big
sucked.
old
That
head.
sucked.
Dude,
Yeah,
there's
no.
no way I could
You
do
could
that.
probably
Like, I was
excel
giving
at
me a
that one.
headache looking at it.
What were some of the other ones? Which one would you pick?
He did after he passes the first ones, and then he does like the leg chamber, he does the arm chamber.
Oh, yeah,
he
that's
did the
right.
one
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the eyes.
The bell in the bamboo.
bell,
That
the
was the
bamboo
funniest
stick.
one.
Yeah.
When
That
he's
was
like,
hilarious. Yeah.
like
Changing
This is
positions
good
with
radio.
it.
This is good radio. But it's like he's just like he has this huge wiggly branch, and he's like trying to keep up with the beat. I was dying. That was so.
and then the fight at the end, all the movements that he did,
He showcases
he
them.
showcases them
Yeah.
at the end.
Such a great callback.
Yeah,
Such
he's
a great
beating the
callback
crap out of the
moment.
guy with the
Yeah.
long
Yeah.
pole like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
What is
All
that
of them.
weapon?
Also, did you guys notice like they're like, oh, it's 120 pounds. Like, you know, it's 10 feet. Take it out, or it's 10 pounds or whatever a carat is. 10
Caddy.
carats. Caddy.
They call it a
10
or
caddy.
something.
12 feet away, so it's 120 pounds. Like, it
Yeah.
feels like that. And then he grabs it halfway up the stick.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
yeah,
it's sad. I was like, this guy's cheating.
Yeah, he's cheating.
And then eventually he gets
He's, like,
good
right
enough.
at the
Where
end.
he's,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's that
comical.
weapon he uses? I don't know the name of it. It's like a bow
That he
staff, but it's
invents.
breaking up.
He
it's
invented
broken up
it
into
in
three
Three-jointed
yeah.
staff.
Yeah, he called it the three jointed. Immediately, I was
Three-jointed
like,
staff.
there's only 2 joints.
I
Yes,
know,
yeah.
I know.
I was like,
Yeah.
there's only 2
It's
joints.
funny.
Yeah,
I never even thought of that.
But that final fight scene with that weapon when the other guy has the
Really
swords.
Yeah.
So the choreography.
You
of that
mean
was
when he's
so
trying to?
good.
You mean when he's trying to overcome him, like in the Shaolin Temple or the final battle?
No, the final battle, right?
Oh,
the final
okay.
battle is when he strips the swords
Final
from
battle.
him, and then the guy gets one back.
Yeah.
Because he
Right.
that like all happens when he's fighting the
Yeah, when
guy
when,
in the Shaolin Temple.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And it was so cool to see like because those have like kind of a pulse to them, because it's like, what I mean by pulse is like thrust, thrust. You know what I mean? It's like kind
they can't.
It's not this like fluid thing because I think it just looks better.
Well, you see it better.
You see the block.
Yeah, you
and
see
then
it
like
better.
the
It showcases
disarming,
it. It
and then-
showcases it, and the camera shots help it a lot too.
And like the second before he stuck that weapon he invented through the handle of the part where the guy holds the sword.
Yeah.
What's that part called?
The hilt.
The hilt.
The hilt. Sticks it through the hilt and disarms him. I was like,
Yeah.
he should stick it through the hilt and disarm him. And he did it. And I was like, I'm a Shaolin master. Like I think like he does. And I was like, that's incredible.
Yeah, if you guys like that one, you gotta watch the second one. Nothing's gonna surprise you, but it's very solid. Like
Yeah.
the first one.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
I'm so glad that we picked. Like, I'm so glad that this is the one we picked. It was so good to watch. I'm so
was
glad.
great.
I don't know if I
It's a
would have
great
seen it other. I mean, I know
movie.
you always talk about it, so I think I
Yeah.
probably would eventually have watched
I
it.
like
but-
I watch a lot of like samurai movies too.
Yeah.
They're good. I
Have
mean,
you watched Hitman?
Ip Man? Oh yeah, Ip Man. That's one of my favorite kung fu
Donnie
movies. too.
Yen?
The first one and the second one were good.
Yeah, the first 2 are good.
Yeah.
I watched the third and half, and the fourth one's coming out soon.
It's
Or
just
did
the
it already
third
come
one-
out?
Yeah, it already
I don't
came
think
out,
I watched it, but I love those. The first one's awesome.
They don't give you the after the second one. They don't give you what you like about it.
No.
Is the fighting, and it's not much, and the fighting isn't as technical, and it's not
Yeah, the first one's awesome.
just incredible.
And you know what I like about that one and actually this one is it's not like you're in a martial arts tournament fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not like a
not there's not a super amount of dialogue because you don't really need it to push the story along because it's not a complicated plot line.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
The opening scenes from the 36 Chamber is
awesome.
awesome.
I know.
The one of
Oh.
him, like he's
Awesome.
he's
With
already
the
a Shaolin
rings.
master, and he's
Yeah.
the rings, yeah.
Showcasing
And then when
the
it's
weapons.
raining, and
Yeah.
they like zoom into his head, and the water dripping
How
on his head.
funny is that shot?
It's just like there's something about it. Just like I don't know. It's just like it's just like perfect for that moment.
It's
like
just like Dragon Ball Z is a kung fu movie, and it's shot like Dragon Ball Z is shot like that.
Yeah,
that's what it is. That's what Dragon Ball Z got it from. Dragon Ball Z, they got it from the kung fu movies. That's how, that's it. I mean, I know a lot.
And speaking of anime, so
and
we were talking. Say what you were
saying. I had a fun fact about Chia Hui Louie. He was in Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2.
What?
He was Johnny Mo in Volume 1, and he was Pai Mei in Volume 2.
Really?
How crazy is that?
Wow.
And after
he looks totally different now than he does.
I mean, he kind of looks the same. I mean, obviously he had all the hair in the second one as Pai Mei, but yeah, that's him.
Right there, Sean. Bad radio.
Oh, no way.
Yep. And
Did not
doesn't
know
that
that
make you like him so much more?
And you know what, too?
He's had steady work since even before 78, before that movie came out.
That's such a Quentin Tarantino move.
Yeah.
No, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Kill Bill is that.
Yeah.
What does this guy do in Kill Bill 2? What is he? That's him.
He's the leader of the 88s.
Oh, okay. All right. I couldn't remember that one. I remember the first one, of course.
So we're talking about this movie. So, Sean, you watched it differently than Mitch and I did.
So I watched half of it the way you did on Netflix with the subtitles.
It's subtitled.
But then I had to watch it at one point on YouTube. They have it all. They break it down into 12 10-minute, 9-minute parts. But they didn't have the subtitles. They dub over them, which is absurd. I mean, if you've ever seen Kung Pao, it's just ridiculous.
Or
I'm gonna
the old
play a
Godzilla
clip.
movies.
Yeah.
Dubs.
Oh, yeah. But those even this. I mean, I'm gonna play a clip here, and it's after the first 10 minutes when the first battle when the guy dies before they hang him up or whatever.
Yep.
And they break. It's a hard cut to a classroom, and a woman comes in and says, "Guys, quiet down. The teacher's coming. The teacher's coming," which plays great when you hear it in her voice and you're reading the words.
Yeah.
You just assume that's the inflection. Quiet down. The teacher's coming. But here it is dubbed. Excuse the maybe first couple seconds of noise because I didn't get it perfectly. But listen to this. Right here. It just doesn't sound good.
It doesn't translate very well.
Teacher's coming. Teacher's coming.
It doesn't make sense to say it.
No, it's way better when you.
Yeah, I agree.
And then after when he first gets pushed away by the bad guy and that guy comes out of nowhere and starts vouching for him no.
Oh yeah.
He's in a school or whatever.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can grab that real quick. Because that's another one that it's just like.
My lord, my lord,
my lord, my lord.
Listen, this boy is not a rebel. He's the son of a shopkeeper right here in town.
It just sounds so ridiculous.
Yeah, it does sound really ridiculous.
And I'm not laughing at his accent. It's just it doesn't work with the.
It's not the act because you can't match the.
It doesn't work the
acting because the language is different. And so you watch some of it with the dub.
Yeah, I watched it both back and forth.
What do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer to watch the original dialogue with subtitles?
Much rather have subtitles.
Yeah, I feel the same way. When I watch anime sometimes, Gundam specifically on Hulu, they have both episodes. So if it's a 25-episode season, they have 50 episodes.
Yeah.
They have them back to back. If you want the dub or sub, I always choose sub because
subtitles.
You lose a lot of the inflection and how the lines are said when you don't see it with the subtitles. You gotta watch the original thing.
Your brain puts it together.
Exactly. Your brain, you hear how it's said and you read the subtitles so you know what the character's feeling. When you have a dub, it doesn't match up as
Well, the people who dubbing it, I mean, they're not paying these actors all this money to dub this thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's some
exactly.
Now, don't get me wrong. There's some well dubbed shows and things like that.
Sure.
But for the most part, for things like this, I think you're meant to really watch them with the subtitles.
But for the actor in the moment. Even sometimes their movement affects their voice.
Yeah.
So it feels weird when somebody is looks like maybe they should be a little more out of breath, but somebody's just oh my god, it's
ruins
not natural.
If you're in a room recording, in a microphone like this, it's hard to pretend you're out of breath, be in that actual moment.
Yeah.
So.
Anyways, I like this movie.
Big time thumbs up. So glad I watched it.
A lot of fun.
So yeah, I think that's it. But next week we're gonna watch Becoming Bond. I'm gonna probably watch it again, even though we just saw it. I love it that much.
It's good.
It's on Hulu now.
It was really good.
I gotta make sure. I don't know if
It's a documentary. It's the first documentary for Movie Club. So for next Monday, which is, I don't know what day that is. It's Memorial Day.
Yeah, 29th.
Yeah, it's whatever that Monday is, Memorial Day. Watch Becoming Bond by then. Get in your voicemails and tweet us about it. The voicemail is 401-285-8120. Mitch, thanks again for coming on and replacing Adam.
Thank you, Mitch.
You're welcome.
An excellent job. Adam will be back next week, I think. I'm almost positive. So, yeah. Thanks for listening to Make Movies Great Again Movie Club. That's
Later.
it. That's it.
Love you all. Thanks for listening,
Thanks
Tom
for
Hanks.
listening. You guys are the best.